Hi guys, my name's Marcus Bowers, and with spring training right around the corner, I wanted to talk a little bit about the pace of play changes that have been proposed and may be coming to the MLB this year. Now, the commissioner, Rob Manfred, feels that the MLB has a real marketing issue in the fact that it's hard to market a game that's so long. And the average game time last year was 3 hours and 8 minutes, which is up a full 14 minutes from 7 years ago in 2010, when the average game time was 2 hours and 54 minutes. And that game time's gradually been increasing each year. So he feels that to market the game, they need to speed the game up a little bit. And with that, he's proposed some ideas that the Players Association is a big fan of, but that he thinks could speed this game up. The first one is implementing a pitch clock, which would be a 20-second pitch clock for the pitcher to deliver a pitch, and that's with or without runners on base. Now, if there's a runner on base and the pitcher were to step off the rubber, then that would reset the clock, or if he were to pick up, that'd reset the clock to 20 seconds. However, if he does that too many times, the umpire would have an ability to issue a delay of game warning, followed by a delay of game penalty if he does it again, which would result in the batter being awarded one ball. And so the only problem with that could be it's a little bit subjective to the umpire and how he feels the pitcher is delaying the game, and if they don't enforce it, could a pitcher then just pick off multiple times if he's not ready to deliver that pitch? That's the first idea, though. Another idea is limiting the number of mound visits to 6 per game, and the teams can use those however they want. It didn't say what the penalty would be if they go over that, but I imagine if that's enacted, it'll be discussed further. Also, one of the proposed ideas was just allowing one mound visit per inning per pitcher. So even if the catcher goes out and talks to the pitcher, comes back, and then goes out and talks to him a second time, that pitcher has to be removed from the game. Lastly, this has been started to be implemented with speeding up the batters and making sure they stay in the batter's box. 2 years ago, they implemented that rule. It was good for the first few months, and then it became very laxed. So the commissioner wanted the umpires to become stricter again with making sure the batters stay in the batter's box. Now, the Players Association isn't a big fan of these proposed rule changes, so that could lead to the commissioner acting unilaterally, and he is dead set on speeding up the game. So I expect to see some of these changes coming through, whether the Players Association agrees with it or not. Personally, a couple ideas for me that I think would help market baseball and speed it up would be when there's a pitching change, that pitcher that comes in has to face a minimum of 3 batters, especially in the playoffs. That would help speed the games up, because I know managers like to play matchups, and they'll pull one guy after facing one batter to put a lefty in to face a lefty, and then the other coach might put a pinch hitter in, so then they pull that lefty to put another righty in. So it would make the managers think a little more before making all those pitching changes. Another idea would be to eliminate umpire reviews and just have 2 challenges per team, and that's all they get per game. And only at the end of the game, if it's a crucial call, could the umpire then go and ask for a challenge. So these are all potential ideas. I expect to see some changes coming forward in the next month, and I guess we'll know come spring training what this season's going to look like. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next week.